Hey guys, it's me, Tommy, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how I made my shampoo bars using Ayurvedic powders. This process is so simple, yet fun to do. The shampoo bars leaves your hair with lots of lather and super clean, so let's just jump right into it. The first ingredient I'll be using for my soap is going to be bentonite clay. I purchased this huge jar from Whole Foods. Next, I got a set of Ayurvedic powders from Amazon that comes with 4 powders. One is the Shikaikai powder. It also comes with Brahmi. I am hoping I'm saying these names correctly, so please don't kill me in the comments. The third box was Aritha or Aritha. And then the last powder, which I really love, is Amla powder. So I got this 4 set from Amazon. I also purchased my melt and pour soap base from Amazon as well. It came in a box like this. And what I love about this box is that it does come with 3 different types of melt and pours. So it's up to you on which one you would prefer. I'm going to be using 2 different types for my soap base. I'm going to be using the shea butter one as well as the goat milk, but it comes with oatmeal. And then here's the goat milk melt and pour. So like I stated to you before, I am going to be using the goat milk and the shea butter. So as you can see, I've already made shampoo bars before, but for this video, I'm showing you guys how I did it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the goat milk. It's up to you on how much of soap bars, shampoo bars you want to make. With me, I'm only going to make a couple of bars, so I'm not using that much. So I'm going to cut my soap base. Cutting it in nice cubes helps it melt a little bit better than having it just in chunks. So that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just cutting my goat milk, and then after I cut my goat milk, then I'm going to follow up with cutting some shea butter. After cutting up my cubes, I'm going to go ahead and place them in a glass bowl to do the double boil method. I used about a cup and a half of melt and pour to make my 2 shampoo bars. I'm going to place that bowl in a pot that I had with boiling water going on my stove, just to do the double boil method like I said before. And I'm just using my spatula just to make sure that the melt and pour cubes are not sticking together, but also making sure that it's melting evenly. I left it on the stove. I came back just to make sure it was fully melted, and I'm just checking to make sure that no cubes are solid, because it'll be really hard for me to mix my powders in there. Speaking of mixing my powders, now that everything is melted, I'm going to go ahead and put that glass bowl back on my counter. And I'm going to add my powder, starting off with my bentonite clay. And every time I pour a powder in, I'm going to make sure that I mix the mixture, just to make sure that the powder is distributed evenly around my melt and pour base. So you're just going to see me here just showing you guys what powders I'm using and mixing in between. I used about a tablespoon of powders for each for my 2 shampoo bars. You can use as much powders as you would like, depending on which benefit you want the most in your shampoo bar. But I just wanted just even results for my shampoo bar. Actually, off camera, I added a little bit more bentonite clay because I just like the way it makes my hair feel when I'm washing my hair. But like I said, you could just play around with how much powder you want to add to your shampoo bars. Now make sure when you're doing this method to do it as fast as possible. You don't want your mixture to cool down, because once it cools down, it's going to solidify. So just work as fast as you can. I'm going to take this mold that I purchased from Amazon, and I'm just going to spray some 70% alcohol in it. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour my mixture into the empty slots. Like I said, I made just enough for 2 shampoo bars. If you want to make more and fill it up and have it in your stash, you can go ahead and do that. I noticed that 1 shampoo bar gives me about 2 washes. So this is about a month's worth of shampoo that I made right here. I'm just going to go ahead and just clean it up a little bit so it looks really good for YouTube. And then I'm just going to add 1 more spritz of alcohol and let this set. I did not let it set in the refrigerator, which you can do. I actually let it set a couple of days on the counter, and this is the final results that I had. Guys, this was trial and error. As you saw before, that I had like my soap base already used up, because I've tried this method before. I've used oils, I've used butters, and the results were just not good. The top right there is when I put it in the refrigerator. The bottom is when a little bit of water spilled in it. It was a hot, stinking mess. The bars did not stay solidified. This method that I used right here, I don't know if it was the alcohol that I put in it. I don't know if it's because I subtracted the oils in it, but this method has been the best with keeping my soap together, especially when I'm washing my hair, because you're washing your scalp, you're washing your hair. You don't want your soap to just fall apart. And this method that I showed you guys was the best method. This is the soap that I made, and I'm showing you guys how I wash my hair. There's going to be a more detailed video in my video next week showing you guys my wash routine, but I just wanted to show you guys the lather that I got. Yes, I did have a soap base to it, but my hair did not feel stripped at all. It still felt moisturized. I love the definition that my hair had. It was just the best overall experience, and this is definitely going to be a staple. One shampoo bar does last 2 washes, if you're wondering. I do have about like 6 bars now because I've just been experimenting. But if you have any questions on my method, if you've tried it with any butters, any oils, let me know what worked for you. And I'll definitely see you guys in my next video next week, where I'll go more into detail with my wash routine. Thank you so much for watching this video, liking, comment, and sharing, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.